welcome to my newest video. Thank you for clicking on it. One of the most commonly asked questions that I get as a nutritionist is what is the difference between foods that say they are all life stages versus foods that say they are formulated for puppies or adults or whatnot. So that's why this video is all about life stage nutrition. Life stage nutrition is defined as the practice of feeding an animal a food that is designed to meet their optimal nutritional needs at a certain age or physiologic state. What does this mean? Simply put, it means that a food was designed to feed an animal at a certain stage of its life. Examples of this include maintenance, adult, growth, puppy, kitten. Foods are tested and proven by the food company and the AAFCO to meet the specific needs of an animal at that stage in life. They do this by food trials and animal testings to prove that the food is nutritionally balanced. This type of nutrition is based on scientific evidence that animals, such as their human counterparts, are in need of different nutritional needs at various stages of their life. These stages are generally broken down into 3 or 4 different stages depending on the animal. The first stage that we often see is puppy and kitten. Puppy is actually broken down further into 2 different sections, and we'll cover that starting with basic puppy and kitten. So basic puppy and kitten formulations are going to be the highest in calories. Those high energy needs are going to have to be sourced from somewhere, right? The other thing that is often frequently added into puppy and kitten formulations is DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, is used in food for several different things. This omega-3 fatty acid is very helpful in brain and neuron development, along with a slew of other things. Kitten and puppy formulations also oftentimes offer a smaller kibble for their smaller mouths because some of those smaller breeds of puppies and cats can't fit the bigger kibbles in their mouth. The second type of puppy food that we're going to look at is large breed puppy formulation. Large breed puppy formulation is actually a little less in calorie than a regular puppy formulation because we need to control the growth rate in these guys. An added bonus to the other features that a puppy food would offer is that this offers glucosamine and chondroitin. It's not going to be in huge therapeutic amounts, but it's going to be enough that we're going to support the growth and healthy development of those hip and joints. As an opposition to what normal puppy and kitten foods offer, large breed formulations often offer larger kibbles to help those dogs that are going to be a larger breed. Sometimes what we see in the larger breed dogs is that they just inhale their food so fast it causes stomach issues. So by offering a larger kibble, it forces them to chew their food and therefore avoids a whole slew of issues down the road, such as bloat. The next life stage that we encounter is a little bit more confusing. It comes under a variety of different labels such as adult, maintenance, or all life stages, and can kind of get people a little bit confused. The difference here is that an adult or maintenance kibble is going to actually have less calories because the dog or cat doesn't need as many as when they were a younger animal. These kibbles are formulated to meet the average energy output for the average pet. So they're not going to be formulated for a really high energy agility cat or a dog that's going to be used as a sledder. So keep that in mind. These guys come in a variety of different flavors, a variety of different kibbles, including small breed to large breed for dogs, and even includes special formulations such as indoor health for cats. The next stage in our life stages journey is our last stop for dogs. It is our senior formulations. Senior formulations are even lower on the calorie list than an adult or a puppy, and this is because at that age, your pet's usually lounging about a bit more. They're not as active as they used to be. Some companies are now marketing senior formulations as weight loss formulas as well because of how low the calories are. In dogs, and even now sometimes in cats, we're starting to see senior formulations offering glucosamine chondroitin. Again, this isn't going to be in therapeutic levels. It's going to kind of just help lubricate those joints and keep your older pet limber and not so stiff. Some formulations are even adding a mix of antioxidants that are helping to avoid deterioration in the brain and dementia in animals and prevent some further signs of aging. A lot of formulations at this stage start controlling their minerals or their protein content to kind of help those aging animals who may have some sort of organ disease, or just some ailments such as cats with kidney disease. The final life stage applies only to cats, and it's a fairly newer thing. It's the geriatric formulations. These formulations are fairly new, they're fairly rare to find in store yet. I've only really encountered them in clinics, and they're made for cats that are over 12 years old. They have higher fiber content and all the other benefits that you would get at a senior level, but with even less calories. So as a nutritionist, what is my take on the life stages versus all life stages diet? And my answer for this is the jury's kind of out for me. In the instance of something like a large breed puppy, science has proven that supplementing that glucosamine and chondroitin in at an early age does help to prevent the hip and joint issues down the road in the future. But there are some instances where things are really complicated. Needs can't be met by a life stages diet. In most instances, life stage diets, especially for puppy and growth formulations, are based on chicken. So if there is a chicken allergy or a turkey allergy, it can be really tough, especially if you have a really sensitive dog like Finn. Finn was never fed a puppy stage diet because of his allergies, and he grew up quite well. The opinion of your vet. If you can do it, then great. But what if you can't? Well, this is what I tell my clients. If you've got an instance where you cannot or do not wish to feed a life stages diet, you don't have to. Basically, the main difference between all life stages diet, as you can see, is the calorie content. So if you're just going to feed an all life stages diet, like some people do, like From or a Canna, what you're going to do is just make sure that your dog is getting the appropriate level of food. So in the instance of a puppy, you're going to want to feed more than what the recommended feeding allowance is on the bag. Or with a geriatric or senior animal, you're going to want to feed less than what the allowances are on the bag. Always keep in mind that the allowances on the bag are actually a guideline, and that you need to formulate the best plan with your vet and with what you know of your animal to cater that guideline towards your pet. You may have to feed a little bit more or a little bit less depending on the animal's needs. I hope this video is really helpful for you guys. I know that nutrition can be really complicated, so I hope this helps you navigate that a little bit easier. My question for you guys today is, what food do you feed your pet? Finn is on Go, limited ingredient diet. Pounce is fed From, and the bunnies, of course, are fed Oxbow. Hope you guys have an amazing day, night, wherever you are. Keep on hopping!